This is a Panasonic model AG-1960 broadcast stereo professional ProLine VHS SVHS cassette player deck recorder. It is the kind that is used in studios. You have editing features, jogging features, all kinds of good things like that. It has the remote. It has been tested. Everything works good. This is your jogging feature. If you push your jog shuttle in, you can use this to go into fast forward. Here's your center notch. It is notched, or reverse, or center, and you can go frame by frame. I will show you everything on that, how that works. It does have the ears for rack mounting. I have tried it. I have had it in my rack, one of my racks anyways, to make sure it hooks up good. And I've got two racks. One's full and I've got one that I keep as a spare. It does fit in there. So let's open up the door. Let's do this. Power switch does work. That power switch will shut it off. If we push open, that'll open up the door. Power switch again. You hear the beep. That works. Let's shut it off. And then finally, with the remote, we'll set that up right here. We'll hit the power switch, and that does work. You see the VCR, no VCR light comes in. When you put on an SVHS or VHS tape, that'll come in automatically. But everything is clean. That's just a little moisture there. We'll get a cassette here. All I've got is the VHS ones. This has a tab pulled, so it'll automatically go into play. You see all the LEDs work. It automatically reads that it's a regular VHS tape. We will hit the stop button. Let's hit the fast forward. So you see fast forward works good, play works good. Let's hit the stop button here. We'll go into rewind. Hit stop. Here's this panel. Let me zoom in here. You can either do the editing or the control with the remote control, or you can do it with the pad right here on the machine. You've got color level settings, headphone settings. There's your headphones jack and your mic in jack. For your audio record, you've got independent left and right record, so you can adjust those levels independently of each other. You have all your fancy little settings, buttons, doodads, selector switches, and once again, just about everything on that pad is also on the remote control, which does work. Do this on the video. I'll hit the play button. This is going to the computer. You can actually do the same thing with your TV, monitor, whatever. Now I'm hitting the play button, and this is the playback of the video that I have in the unit right now. Try and keep that centered a little bit. We'll do a fast rewind here, showing that the rewind works good. We'll do a fast forward. This is while the tape is in run condition. And this is just moving from spot to spot. This is a movie called Bear Island. It's about people that are searching for a lost Nazi treasure on this one island. And you just see Richard Widmark, and as it happens, somebody gets greedy and they start killing each other and blah 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 blah. Okay, we're going to go into the jog mode. Now this is stop because it's in jog mode. We're going to stop it entirely, or you can do a controlled slow motion forward into a high speed, or you can center it so it's still, and then with the jog, this is the jog wheel here that I'm going to be using. With that jog wheel, you can go frame by frame, and this is part of the editing feature. Let me go into a different place to where there's a little bit more motion. Okay, now we're in jog mode, and we're going frame by frame. So if you want to do any splicing, you can find the exact spot that you want to splice into. Maybe it's a scene change. If you do it the way that I do it, using Pinnacle, you can bring it right up to the exact point that you want. Let's do a slow motion forward to the scene change, and maybe I just want to cut in a new scene from the boat into something else. Okay, so we don't want that scene in there, so what we do is take this all the way up. One frame goes into the cabin, one frame back on the boat. So we take it to the last frame there on the boat, and from that point we can stop the record cycle, and then we can edit in another scene if we want. Maybe we want to go from there to some binoculars instead of in the cabin. That's how you do that jog mode deal. Inside here you can't see very well. Cassette is in there. You can set the color level so it's a little bit more intense or a little bit less intense, which is a very nice feature to tone down the colors. You can make it very sharp like what it is, or you can smooth it out for softer video, but you do have the ability for softer colors and harder colors. So that is the Panasonic AG-1960 editor, recorder, reproducer professional VHS unit. Let's go into the rewind here. Once again, we'll do a quick look at the VU meters here. So you can see the VUs and everything else work. Okay. And I'll turn this around. We'll take a quick look at the back for what you can hook up, the connections. Okay, and this is the back side of the unit. You got your ground. AC cord does come with it. The remote does come with it. You got your RCA jack for left and right. Now these are not your RCA for your video in and video out. You have video 1, video 2. You either need to get the correct cords, the adapter if you want to use these, or like me, which is the better signal, you use the S-video. And that's what I'm using, is my S-video. And then of course, if you're going to be doing any hooking up to cable TV, that's not showing a deal, but that's your standard cable TV in and out. So it'd come in from the cable and then out to your TV or monitor. You got your channel selector, 3 or 4, that's not very good coming in there. But all that is in the manual, and that's the rear of this.